My name's Tommo and I'm redesigning all 11 of the 2026 Formula 1 car liveries. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the real thing and give our thoughts and feelings. Let me know yours down in the comments below. This is redesign 7 of 11. It's time to look at the Alpine, the team who finished stone dead last in 2025. Is the great recovery on? Because with that Mercedes power unit and a prime Pierre Gasly, you never know. Let's talk about it. Okay, Alpine, you have delivered a very similar livery to last year. Of course, the car looks quite different, but aside on profile, it's basically identical, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. They did experiment a lot last year, didn't they, with different amounts of pink. They ended the season with quite a lot of pink on the side of the car, which actually I think improved delivery. They've gone back to this where it's still BWT pink on the side, which I think pops. I actually really like it. Look, I think from a side profile, it's nice. The nose, they have changed it and added a YA. Again, it's an improvement for me for what they had for the majority of last season. All in all, not got too many notes. It's not anywhere near as good as 2021, of course, when they were proper Alpine back then. BWT insist on their pink. It is what it is. I like how they blacked out the shark fin. I like the sheen, the metallic shine to it. Again, the blue and pink is a very ownable color palette for them. The white outline BWT on the rear wing with the darker, deeper BWT blue, I don't love. In fact, I've changed that on my design because I just think they're overcomplicating it for no real reason. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a really sharp looking F1 car. And ranking wise, I think it's worse than the Haas, obviously, worse than the Ferrari, definitely. I think the Ferrari looks unreal on track, the few images we have seen from this week's test. Worse than the V-Carb, yes. Worse than the Red Bull, yes. Look, none of these are bad looking cars. Even the Mercedes is kind of nice and the Audi looks decent on track. I think I'm going to chuck this between the Mercedes and Audi in what, P6? Yeah, I say it again, I've put Audi last, but I like the Audi. I like all of them. They all look great. But that doesn't mean I can't try and make it better. So here is my redesign of the 2026 Alpine Formula 1 car. You know, we're going to start bang front on for once here, which I have kept somewhat similar to the real thing, with a majority pink nose running down the length with the blue at the tip, a white Alpine A as well, and the pink BWT logos on that front wing. But I've kept the front wing fully carboned out in black and just have that pink BWT with no outline. And I've tried to be consistent with this throughout the livery. A few little logos on the front wing flap and of course the little French flag. I want to chuck in a few little nods, a few little odes to Alpine, Allez le Bleu. They did that really nicely on the 21 car and I want to introduce that for this. Right, let's come around to the side profile, which I've got to say actually, this side profile, I think this is my new best redesign. I absolutely love what I've done here. So we've got the pink running through the entire car in a very kind of straightforward, following the curvature, the lines of the car, with a black MSC logo and again a black BWT, no outline, flipping it. So it's either pink BWT on black or black BWT on pink. But then having this pink running through the car breaks up the ENI logo at the top and the Alpine logo on the side pod. I've gone back to full big Alpine, again an ode to the 21 car that I love so very much. Broken it up with kind of an angled black cut through there with the little Alpine logo in the corner. Moser wash is in the same place. Then I put the kind of Castor Moto Casino aperture on the side of that fin that I can't remember what it's called. And if we zoom in, you can see I'm fading to a black with the Alpine A logo. I've ditched the big Alpine A on the side in favor of this gradient, almost Mercedes-esque gradient, and that's a little bit of a nod to their new engine supplier. Come to the rear wing and it is once again fully blacked out, fully carboned out, which will save them a bit of weight, I'm sure. We've got ENI on the side and again big pink BWT on the front of it and white Alpine on the rear. Very nice, very smart, very happy with that. Little bit of a French flag ode again. Shout out 2021 once again. And yeah, I mean, halo fully pink as well. Black logos dotted around. Every single logo is color matched on this design, and I think it looks fantastic for it. We got the number 10 of Pierre Gasly. I've gone for a kind of similar font as on the actual car, with a little kind of cut out design on the 10 intersecting through. And then we come to the wheel covers, which I think is very smart. It's the Alpine A, it's a round. We've got the blue on the front wheels and we've got the pink on the rear wheels in the Alpine A. I think I've knocked this out of the park. 10 out of 10. This has to be the best one. Surely this is better than the real thing. I mean, again, the real thing's not bad. I don't think it's bad, but I just think this is better. Smarter BWT implementation, the Alpine A gradient, I like that. It just looks purposeful. A serious livery for what will hopefully this year be a serious team again. But that remains to be seen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That is 7 of 11 done. Williams next week. But in the meantime, this week I am planning on doing a live stream later today covering the first 2 days of testing, then probably one on Friday covering the test as a whole. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss that. My name's Tommo. Thanks again. Have a good one. Ta-da.